Hey everyone, Hurricane Liz here and ready to bring you another video. So one of the most common questions I'm asked is which is better, Shopify or Amazon? And unfortunately, I see a lot of videos out there and most of them are from Shopify guys saying Shopify's better and Amazon guys saying Amazon's better. But I do both, so I'm here to tell you which one is actually better for you and which one you should start with specifically in 2019. So let's jump right in and figure out what the answer to this actual question is. So again, which is better, Shopify or Amazon, and specifically, which one is better right now in 2019? And by the end of this actual video, we will know exactly which one's better for you. So before we do that, let's talk about the pros and cons of each. Again, like I said before, I do both of these, so I can tell you exactly what each is like and what the current landscape is, meaning what the learning curve is, how much money it's gonna cost, and all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and talk about Amazon to start off with. So with Amazon, the one thing to understand is that there is so many different ways to actually do Amazon. I mean, I think in total, I've counted at least 11 ways that I know of that you can start doing Amazon. And a lot of people probably don't even think of some of those, but those include private label, which as you know, takes a lot of money to start up. Retail arbitrage, which takes a lot of time and some money to start up. And wholesaling, which again takes time and money. So in general, Amazon really does take quite a bit of money. They all cost that money to start. But there's Amazon dropshipping. Now, a lot of people don't really actually understand what this is. And I've done a couple other videos to explain that. But in a nutshell, what it basically involves is selling products from other sites. Now remember, there's several ways to do drop shipping, but the most popular one, which you start with absolutely no money, is by drop shipping products from Walmart, Target, and sites like that. And I would probably avoid Target, but Walmart, Overstock, Home Depot, there's a lot of stores that you can drop ship off of. Now the important thing with these is that you can literally get started with these and you can make sales with absolutely no money. However, keep in mind that once you actually make a sale, you will have to buy the product. So you do have to have some money to actually get started with this. Now, the pros of this is, again, you can get started with very little money. In most cases, less than $500. But you are going to need a lot of time specifically to find products. Now, it's really easy. It's like grunt work. You could teach your little sister or little brother to actually do this, but you do need time. Whether it's your time or a family member's time, you will need it. But, big but, you don't need to actually ship anything. You see, Walmart will ship it for you. Home Depot will ship it for you. Wherever you sell it from will ship it for you. Now, here are the cons. If you don't grow this gradually over time, we've talked about this in another video, you can get your account shut down. And again, it can be really boring. You just have to sit there and look at hundreds and sometimes even thousands and thousands of products. Now, at some point later, you can outsource this, but again, you got to start by doing the actual work. And then finally, you're going to need a couple $100 and a credit card to be able to charge the product so that they can send it from Walmart to the person that bought the product's house, right? So these are the cons with Amazon dropshipping. Now let's talk about Shopify dropshipping. With Shopify dropshipping, there is a steeper learning curve, and primarily the reason for that is you're going to have to learn a lot of skill sets like building out a Shopify store and running Facebook ads. And now Facebook ads are getting harder and harder, so you're going to have to really work at this. However, in the long run, there's a huge payout if you learn this and you get good at this. I've got a couple friends that make as much as $100,000 in sales in a day with Shopify. And unless you sell supplements in Amazon, that's not going to be possible unless it's Christmas time. Plus, you can turn on the traffic and literally put traffic on demand, meaning more sales. Now, the pros to Shopify is once you understand the process, you can make a lot of money very fast. Now, a lot of people are talking about this, but again, steeper learning curve. And you also need money to get started. You should probably have at least $1,000. You're also going to need to get good at making videos and launching Facebook ads, something I'm obviously not very good at. Some of you guys out there might be good at it. Good thing is you don't have to be on video, but you just have to get good at editing videos or paying somebody to actually edit them. Now, keep in mind with Shopify, it takes a lot longer amount of time to actually master each individual skill set that you need in order to sell products. So you're going to need time, you're going to need to have the desire, and the want to get good at certain skill sets. Now, what do I recommend after we've gone through all this and I've talked about all of it? Which one would I recommend to get started with? Well, that just is going to depend. And I know you're probably maybe frustrated a little bit because you want somebody to actually just tell you which one to start with. But take this quick, brief summary that I'm going to follow. Think about each of these things. And depending on how you come out on the end of it, that will determine which one you will actually do. So first of all, I think of each of the skills that it requires to do each thing. And then I'd also think about the money requirement. So let's talk about with Amazon what you need to know how to do. All you need to know how to do is have time to look for products and sit there, be disciplined enough to hunt those products down. It's so easy. Anyone can do it. Like I said before, you can teach your little brother, your sister, your mom, a family member. And the other great thing is Amazon takes less than a couple $100s to start. Now, keep in mind with Shopify, you got to ask yourself, do you like making videos, or do you have money that you can invest in paying somebody to actually make those videos for you? And do you have at least a couple $1,000s to start? Now, I know many of you have probably heard stories of other people getting started with a lot less money, but keep in mind, Facebook is getting more and more expensive. So make sure you do have at least $500 to start. And if you don't have that much, make sure you have a way to replenish that $500 in case you fail the first time. And the last question you need to ask yourself is, does learning a new skill like Facebook ads intimidate you, or do you not want to have to do it? If the answers to those questions are, it does intimidate you, well then you should think about Amazon so you don't end up like this cat. So in summary, if you got very little money and you don't want to learn any skills, try Amazon. At some point later, you can jump into Shopify. But if you've got a couple $1,000s in your pocket and you actually want to learn some skills, then go ahead and try out Shopify. That's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions or comments, post them below. In the next few weeks, I will be showing you my actual day-to-day summary of how I do on Shopify, because I just started a brand new store. So I'm going to show you guys the kind of behind the scenes of what it actually takes to create a winning Shopify store. So I will see you in the next video.